Hello and welcome to episode 267 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell Harvin Canoop. Coming at you one day late. We just had stuff to do. Canoop moved into a house. Warriors had game 6 of a series in which they should have won, but that's beside the point. On this episode, we're going to recap the Zurich Classic of New Orleans, the team event won by Davis Riley and Nick Hardy. We're also going to recap the Chevron on the LPGA, their first major of the year. We got Live Adelaide, I guess we'll talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're also going to talk about, not only the Canadians that were up there in the team event, but good friend of the pod, Aaron Cockrell, lost in a playoff at the ISPS Handa.
Pretty good week for Canadians across the board.
Yes. So we're going to talk about all of that. But before we do, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code Drive the Green for 20% off your order. Chase talked to him today, actually. He said target is May 1. All of the new stuff on the site, May 1.
Really?
So that's a week away.
That's right away.
Yes. So get that promo code heated up. If you've also joined the Prairie Golf Society, you have a $50 gift card burning a hole in your pocket. And if you're new to the Prairie Golf Society, head to prairiegolfsociety.com. Head to the sign up, go to the store section, and pick up yourself a membership for $100, and you get a $50 player gift card, plus all the other good shit that comes, including the Universal Cart Pass. We're up to now 28 courses where you can use your cart pass for a free half cart. So lots. There's still a few in the.
That's an insane amount of money. Like.
If you were to play like 4 or 5 of them, for sure.
Yes. But like if you somehow played 20 of these places this summer, the savings you get is just astronomical.
I would say
you will
It's
be
like $400.
Yeah.
If you play 20 of them.
Well, you also have to keep in mind the
Probably more than that.
$50 player gift card.
If you go by what you think a cart's worth.
Yeah, $25 down there.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't 20. I know that.
Well, you just said it was.
I rounded down to make math easy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing is if you factor in what you get out of it, the cart pass itself is like costing you like $20. So it's one round and it pays for itself.
Yeah.
So play 4 courses and it's easily worth it, which is nice. We're happy to have that many courses believe in what we're trying to do. So if you haven't joined yet, go to prairiegolfsociety.com. And if you have, playergolf.com next week, new lineup coming out.
Yep.
Just one quick thing. For those of you that are members already, whether you're a Universal Cart Pass member or not, but if you're part of our site and you want to talk anything golf, head to the forum. Start a little chat.
Good
I
point.
like popping in there and just seeing what's going on. And it's a good place to meet some people. And
I think now that the season is firing up, we're going to get a little bit more action on there.
Yeah.
Course conditions, that type. Now tarps are off. Courses are opening this week and next week. We'll find out, we'll get that kind of first hand of what's actually playable right now.
And
I'm actually surprised Bronell hasn't started a forum called Tarps Off? ? You got to put your course in. If you hear your golf course is taking tarps off, you put it in the chat or
Yes.
in the forum.
Oh, yeah.
Playable, yes or no?
I love relaying tarps off.
I know.
It's just asking for like pictures of.
Yeah.
Oh, Esteban tarps. They're coming off.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Also, driving ranges for the most part and courses opening, which means the Callaways are coming out this week.
Can't wait to hit mine.
Paradigm getting hit outdoors for the first time. Can't wait. We're all obviously members of Team Callaway. Anyone that follows this show knows that. So very excited for that. And then Churchill, you guys are partaking in some browns because winter's almost over. So
Can't drink them in summer.
it's mower time.
But
Speaking of mowers, 15 packs are here. No more 6-packs.
Is it just
15
mowers?
packs.
just mowers, yeah.
Just mowers.
They need to get those pills in 15 packs.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. But
That's a good point. Yeah.
it goes to show how, I would like to think we've done our part in pushing lawnmowers, but it goes to show how popular they are when they made the decision to put them in 15 packs.
Yep.
So proof is in the pudding. It's also the colors, for sure. Marketing off the charts. But that's it. It's time to get into weeks, and then obviously Harv looks like he's got lots written on his sheet. So
Extra day.
extra day of script, extra day of weeks. Does that mean that you guys have any more to talk about than you normally would?
I'm just trying to think of what if we actually did skip a week of pod, how long the following week would be with all the news.
I honestly think it wouldn't be that much longer. It'd just be like a condensed version.
That's what I hope every week is, but it never is.
You're too long-winded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I got to argue you guys because you're always wrong.
I'll fit in all your little one-liners too. Your jokes.
One-liners, yeah.
Bold move packing the Band-Aids was your one-liner last week.
That was dumb.
I'll
go
you
first.
go first. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Went to a couple birthday parties on the weekend, kids' birthday parties. The 7-8-year-old birthday party, they just rented a gym, like a gymnasium,
Smart.
and just played like floor hockey, basketball. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Great idea.
That's one of the benefits of my wife being a teacher. Is that was like our kids' first 5 birthdays. With
Yeah.
that.
And I showed up a little early because my other kid was at a bowling thing, and this other one went later, and it was kind of the same time. So showed up early. I was kind of farting around with the basketball. Kids are like, "Can you dunk?" I was like, "Well, I got socks on." Still dunked it. Short net,
I was gonna say what, 8
but
feet?
maybe 9, but
I still don't believe it.
still threw down. So
No.
to do that in socks, I mean that's something. Hey, can you?
Slip risk off the
Athlete.
charts.
Absolute athlete right there.
Yeah, because I didn't have to use my elbow, which leads me to my next point. I'm finally booked in for physio.
Booked in.
Only a month late, but
Booked in
2
for
months
physio
late,
and
You're
acupuncture.
gonna
Like
get
I'm
there
gonna
and there's
fix
gonna
this
be
fucking
nothing
thing.
wrong with it.
There's-
It's gonna
oh,
heal itself by the time you get there.
you gotta tell them you missed the story at the start.
That's
What?
funny because I was gonna say that
Sweet.
your physio, there's a 50-50 chance that person just gives you exercises that you're not gonna do. Like it's not like
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna move your arm for you. You're still gonna have.
I've been
to do
doing the
something.
exercises at my desk a little bit, squeezing a ball and
Dutch
stuff
rudder
like that.
type situation.
Like a little. Do you put in a little bit at the end? I've been doing my exercise a little bit. Yeah, I know it's about 60 to 93 seconds a day.
You gotta tell them what you said before the pod started tonight.
What?
You're swinging, and what happened?
Well, now it's more the inside of my elbow. So it was tennis elbow on the
Here,
outside.
cut that thing off, man.
and now
at
it's
this
on
rate.
the inside. Yeah,
Golfer's elbow.
yeah.
From not
The elbow,
golfing.
the elbow knows that I'm not golfing 'cause it's taking
Overcompensating.
Yeah.
forever.
Something.
But back to the birthday party thing. Neither birthday party opened their gifts at the party, and I just thought that was the weirdest thing ever.
Okay.
But then I kind of asked around, and it wasn't that weird. Well,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know.
seen
I
it
think
happen
it's
lots.
weird.
I think it's weird.
I think it's happened lots. Some of them that I've been to, it's been because they ran out of time. But
Yeah.
others, I know that I heard the one person say that they don't do it because they don't want the other kids to be jealous of the other kids' gifts.
Yeah,
It's like because one kid might give a $10 gift card or $15 gift card to the movies. Another kid might get them Nerf guns, and they're just like
Yeah.
comparing. It's
Right.
just like you don't know what anyone else got, and
That's
you don't
fair.
have to worry about pitting parents against each other.
yeah,
But at the same time, it's nice to know where you stand.
yeah.
You just take all the names off the gifts.
Yeah, but you think little shithead kids are gonna not give away what's theirs and
As
what
if
is
they know their parents went and bought it for them anyways. Like,
That's fair.
you don't even show them. It's just
Well,
a mystery.
I waited till about 10 minutes before both parties to get the gifts, so they both got Galaxy Cinema gift cards.
And honestly, it's the
It's a good-
new
it's-
age
yeah.
best gift.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I liked, that I actually knew, got hockey cards too. So
Yeah.
I put in some effort.
I-
Churchill boost count. You had something to say?
Well, I
or
was
what?
just gonna say the reason why I think it's one of the best gifts is because the movies are becoming so expensive that I love
yes.
going there knowing that I
Yeah.
don't have to pay $100 for it.
And it's a gift for the parents more than the kids. It's both. It's both. Yeah.
Yeah, kids like it and they can say, "Yeah, here's your birthday."
Churchill boost count 10 this week, so a lighter week for me. 208 and 113. So
208.
you guys got to be shorter. I went way too long.
'Kay,
Sorry about
sure.
that.
Oh,
All right, I'll go next. Yeah, it's similar week. It was basically mostly the Warriors. So
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Warriors
about that.
obviously had Tuesday, Wednesday, games 3 and 4. Game 3, they win at home 8-4. And then game 4, I had an event that I had to go to, watch the entire thing on my phone, and I feel 100% responsible for this because it went to overtime, and then sure enough, go oil. And then sure enough, I'm like, well, I can get down there for overtime. So left the event, drive down for intermission, get there for overtime because I was watching. I'm like, oh, the Warriors had a bunch of chances in the third period. I think we're
Tons.
going to win this. And then get there, and I mean, they kind of did, and then a terrible penalty in overtime, and they score on the power play, and
Like a terrible call or
It was a soft call.
it was
Very
a soft
bad.
call, yeah.
But the Warriors
So-
were complete ass in the overtime.
But still,
Too.
doesn't you compounds by
Yeah.
taking a penalty in overtime?
Yeah.
So then obviously now it's 2-2 going back to Winnipeg. We go up 2-0 in Winnipeg, and then kind of fall apart. And then last night, one of the reasons why we're taping this on Tuesday, Game 6, and in true Warriors fashion, they come out in an elimination game at home and get absolutely pumped.
Hindsight,
8-1.
probably should have just potted.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely should have potted, but here we are. So that was it for my week. Other than I watched Game 4 at home, that I was missing in the same city at an event, and then Game 5, which was Saturday, I was at a wedding in Saskatoon and watched the whole game at my table. But it was actually one of those weddings where you only know the bride and groom, no one else. So we got seated with three older couples, and like this was my wife taught with this this girl who's getting
Bride.
married. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's a
That's a good that one.
that one, yeah.
The
So
main person?
She's a lake girl.
Yeah.
And so they were sitting with these three older couples, and they all have like tans. So they're like snowbirds / those lake the lake drunks as some may say, but partiers, not necessarily drunks. And sure enough, they were a great time. So my wife and I and three retired older couples had a blast, and they were Pats fans, so they had no problem with me watching the game. They were asking what the score was.
Oh,
so,
nice.
yeah, it was great. But obviously with the wedding comes another tough week for me, but I managed to keep it down to 15 drinks this week. It was pretty much, other than the one Warrior game, because I didn't go to the other, well, one of them I missed. I didn't drink a whole lot at those, so I'm at 15, 65, and 25 this month, though. Living my life, 249.
Atta boy. Keep it up.
That's it.
That's 11.
Oh, I also forgot to say I'm now done working in the office. I'm back to full-time landscaper starting tomorrow, so
Yeah.
kind
Ish.
of my own boss.
Must be nice. I'll go next here. Had a bit of a, I don't want to say crazy, but eventful week. Had to go to Winnipeg for coaching hockey, and obviously there was a big winter storm in April,
Yes.
Wednesday night. So all day Wednesday we're debating on whether we should have just left Wednesday, and then we said, nah, whatever. We'll figure something out in the morning. So the plan was to leave at 6 in the morning, get to the guy's house that I'm riding with, and he's like, yeah, everything's closed. And he's like, maybe we'll drive we'll go north at Mosaic, Kalium Road, and we'll drive all these back roads on the gravel, and we'll hop on by Southie, go to Cupar, come down through Melville, and we can get on the highway. And then so someone tried that, called us, said, nope, no go. And then it's like, maybe we'll go to Weyburn, and we'll cut over through Carlisle, and we'll come up to the south into Winnipeg. Someone called him there. It's like, we tried that, turned around. So then it was fine. It was like 2 hours later, we left at 8, and just like, we'll just go to the number 1, which was technically closed at the time. And so we went from Moose Jaw to Regina going 40 kilometers an hour the whole way.
But you're also moving at the same
But
time.
we're going
going that way.
forward, right?
Yeah.
So we're going forward. We get through Regina, and then we're going up to like 80 kilometers an hour. I think the roads were no better, but guys were just getting a little more confident behind that wheel.
Yeah.
And like they're going 80, and like at one point we had to slow down because there was a bunch of semis that just like said F this and just parked right in the lane and just shut her down.
That's the worst part.
So we like had to slow down to like 20 to go past these semis, and looking out the window when you're going that slow and just seeing that it's like 3 inches of sheer ice.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know if we should be driving on this, guys.
Did you fishtail ever?
No, not one like scary situation the whole time on that ice.
Really?
I think what
impressive.
helped you is typically what makes a winter storm. Sure, the roads are bad, but it's the reduced visibility that makes it
you
the
could
worst.
see
If you could
everything.
see if
Yeah.
you can see how icy the roads are, at least you can see.
Yeah.
It's the reduced visibility when you try to pass someone
Yes.
and it's icy. You have no idea where. That's how you lose the road. So that was the only thing really working in your favor.
So we're going along, and then we're just past like Indian Head, and this guy comes out of the Indian Head turn off and just like whistles by us at like 110, and I was like, Okay, bud.
See you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
How far
See you in
ahead
the
was he
ditch in a bit.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and he's full on in the ditch, trying to shovel it out. So
Oh man.
that's kind of good karma there. Then we get to Whitewood, and all of a sudden it's just pouring rain.
Yeah.
But it was like 5 degrees, so it had like melted the slush off. And then it was just, we made up time going 150 the rest of the way.
in Manitoba.
In Manitoba, yeah. Like we got there in like 6 hours and 15 minutes, only like 45 minutes longer than you'd normally
That's not
go
bad,
at,
That's real
actually.
at a
good.
normal speed. But people who left later had left at like 11. It took them 11 hours.
Because it got worse.
Because that area that was raining cooled off by the time they got there, and it was just ice, and then that rain turned to snow, so they couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So
Well, me and Maddie were watching the highway hotline all day,
yeah,
just at our desks.
Yeah.
And
Just
I noticed
it was
that
something to do.
that piece on the number 1 east, like between Regina and Moosomin,
yeah.
was like off and on closed all day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
after you went through, it closed again. And I'm like, they probably saw Harv drive through and be like, yeah, we better shut this down.
Yeah, I mean, it's spring hockey, so the families that are involved are obviously diehard families, so they want to make sure they don't miss this event. And I know it was a huge panic on whether they should go Wednesday or not. How long did it take those Wednesday?
A
Cruise
little
to go,
longer
yeah.
than us. Like it was like 8 for them.
You like almost
Some people
timed it
went
perfect
Tuesday
to beat it completely.
to beat it completely. Yeah,
But that's the
die
thing.
but there
hard,
was
say.
not one person missed more
Yeah,
than like
that's
half
crazy.
of their game.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I think the other thing to keep in mind too is if you left on Tuesday and they were that bad, you could end up being there and just being the only one there and just be like, yeah,
Yeah,
team's not going to make it.
that's
Oh, I'm
what
glad
I
we came.
That's what I was thinking Thursday. Like, who cares if I get there? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a kid on any of the teams. I'm just the coach. Like, so I get there and the rest of my team doesn't show up. So now I'm just stuck in Winnipeg for
Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah.
But the other thing that happened, like, tournament was fine. We lost in the final to a pretty good team. But so we get there Thursday. I don't coach till Friday morning. And we get there at whatever it was, 2:30, whatever, 3:30, I guess, with the time change. And there was games that guys had to coach till like 8:30. So like I got nothing to do but sit up at this amazing rink in Winnipeg and just sit in the lounge. So like I'm like, I'll just get a couple pints. So I get a couple. Yeah, but wait, here's where it gets bad is after all these games ended, parents would come up and buy like a pitcher. But they'd only have one because then their kid would be up. So now I just got like so I was just finishing their pitchers
Oh,
for like
man.
5 hours. So I don't know how many pints I had. I think it tallied it up at like 10.
Yeah. And that's like one and a quarter is one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did the math. I worked the math in. So yeah, it was a tough morning the next morning. I picked up the guy that was helping me coach. He's just a young junior kid, and I'm like, we gotta stop. I gotta get Advil and and some Visine here before we go in the rink.
Yeah, big Visine guy.
And so yeah, tournament was fun, and I had 27 drinks. So
Oh boy.
What do you at? What do you at? What do you
Love
at?
it.
189 on the year.
Oh,
Just
So,
behind me now. Yep.
89.
After
Wow.
several zeros in a row, wasn't it?
yeah, we'll be
Couple
back
weeks.
to 0 this week.
Okay.
Are you done coaching now? That's it?
No, we go Calgary next weekend.
Good.
Calgary, and then there's one more
Good,
after
good,
that, isn't
good,
there?
good, good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to the Saskatoon one.
Yeah, so moving. Not, oh, yay.
5-2 oil.
Told you.
Is that Nuge finally? Nope. Hyman.
Hit him in the face, I think, or something.
Yeah, it looks like it did hit
Again.
him in the face.
The big move finally happened, so I'm glad it's, for the most part, over. Everything is now in our new house, so nothing crazy happened yesterday other than maybe a little bit of a mishap with our movers. So we hired movers to get us into our new house. When the guy came to quote our house, he had gave me kind of two options. He's like, yeah, like you could do, we have this big 45-foot trailer. We can use that. And then we'll send some more people and put them in a cube van. I was like, the cube van's not going to do anything. Like, don't worry about it. Don't send them. 12 hours later, these guys show up at 9. They were at my house until 9 p.m. last night. They did 2 loads with this giant trailer and were just pissed last night that they didn't have another two people.
Because
with them.
you said not to?
I guess.
Oh, so they just without
they-
the van, they didn't send another 2 people
That's
to
right.
help?
So they only sent 2 people, but they only got 2 loads. So they only ended up doing 2 loads from our house, and it took them damn near 12 hours yesterday.
Did
Were
they
these
do
the
all the
local guys?
like the
Yeah.
clothes packing? Clothes packing?
Yeah,
too?
everything was in boxes. They didn't
Yeah.
need to pack a thing.
Oh,
They
you
just had
guys
to
did all
take-
that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can pay those guys to like
Put
put them
your
all
shit
in
in
those
the stuff, yeah.
hangers and
Yeah.
those hanger boxes.
No, we did everything. So they were not super excited last night, and I couldn't wait for them to go because I wanted to go to bed. I did 4 loads with a trailer and a truck myself. So I was ready for bed. So I just wanted them to get the
How much
hell
shit
out
do
of
you
there.
have?
Apparently we have a lot.
I don't know how it's even possible. Do you have shit that wasn't in your current house that was getting moved?
No.
Seems like that house wasn't.
Well, you saw
I've never
his-
been in- I haven't
you
been in
saw
your
his
basement
garage.
that-
They
Yeah.
didn't have boxes for everything. They were just like cushions.
Oh yeah, that garage
Well,
was probably
that-
one
yeah.
trip all on its own.
yeah.
But I
just
guess
that was
loose
4.
stuff that you can't stack.
Well, one of their trips I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah,
they
and I
didn't
guess
take anything.
to be fair, I've only been in your basement once, and there's a bunch of rooms down there. You must have had shit in all of them.
No, there was nothing in those rooms in the basement. That's the thing.
2 big trucks sounds like a lot of shit.
Guy had like 9 bedrooms in his basement. It's the most ridiculous house.
It's only my house for another couple days. So
Well, congratulations. on the
yeah,
new
so
place.
that's nice to get out of there and get something new. So just a
Maybe even
couple-
we might be getting a studio out of it. Who knows?
possible.
Have you been
We'll see.
working on that?
No, I wish I had time to think about some of that stuff.
Oh,
but
I don't
not
mean
yet.
on working on the actual like what's going in it, but with your wife. Have you let her know that one of the rooms is out of commission yet?
I think we might take the basement. I think we could do it.
Bronell's happy. Studio B getting decommissioned.
Yep.
He's probably excited
Although-
about that.
I don't mind it here because I can go inside at any time and go to bed. Right, I might go right away here.
Yeah. Well, it depends how much live
These
stuff's
weeks
on
took
this.
forever. So
Nah, we're only at 20 minutes.
So now just obviously unpacking, figuring out where things want to go. I just need to make it through these next couple days and then take it off for a little bit. So
Yeah, going to play 2 courses in California.
more than 2.
I think we're playing 5 times.
Oh, shit. Must
Yeah.
have missed. Wow, I was probably just browsing.
Yeah. So anyways, so 5 drinks this week. 3 were beer. So that gets me to 136 on the year and 49 beer total.
'Kay.
The number will be
Skyrocket.
fairly large next week.
We're all going to
So-
be close after next week.
Well,
Well, Maddie's still got a bit of a lead,
Harv
but
and I will be close.
comfortable lead.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
I might not have any this
We're-
week.
Had 2 tonight already.
Well, after.
and
after.
last night.
Only just one.
Last night's
Son
counted in
Churchill
his
last
count already. So
Yeah.
are we going to talk golf or
right,
not?
yeah.
Well, do we need to?
The Zurich Classic?
Shortly.
Probably should.
Zurich Classic.
I'm gonna start.
Knoop Jinxon had one.
Oh,
Taylor.
that
was
can't
the-
be the starting thing because that's gonna be 20 minutes.
That
The
was
starting
awful.
point needs to be an elevated event.
Holy, that's the starting point?
Yes,
Are you
because
serious?
yeah, get people actually playing it. So
It would be
David
fun.
Duval and John Daly aren't a team.
Yeah.
I could get behind that. I think
Nothing-
it'd be a fun event to have
Absolutely.
My
a
argument,
bunch of top 2s.
my argument was going to be get rid of this event altogether.
No, they can't do that. It's a good event.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Couple early things I just want to lay out there. First off, I think you said you weren't going to watch any of it, and I think you did watch some of it.
I watched a little bit Sunday.
Yeah, so you're
Yep.
intrigued. The second thing was when you do you want to talk about all this? They can't score.
The jinxing part?
Yeah, the jinxing part when you said when Hadwin and Taylor had a lead, and you're like, well, it's alternate shot. They can't score here while they were just 9 under in a round, and
Up
then did
to that
and
point, and,
then
nobody else played well on the back nine
Riley and
except
Hardy
for
went.
Riley and Hardy.
No, but
Those were
you
the
guys,
only people that made
I'm
anything
kinda-
on the back
I'm
nine.
on Canoop's
Sunday.
side here because both these two were saying that Clark and Hostler
I was
only got to
saying-
get one
no.
more birdie.
Yes.
and they didn't.
No,
I was-
exactly. Nobody else did. The only people that did were Hardy and his partner.
right.
And
But
Riley.
the whole,
yeah.
the
Those
whole
are the
purpose.
only people.
Eben Mitchell also went backwards, but
There's so many birdies out there, and then
There
you looked
was.
at the leaderboard. So one team
But
went
that's-
6.
that's the
Listen,
point.
Listen, one team went 9, one team went 6, one team went 7. Everybody else was 2 or 3 there were lots of teams that were over par.
Okay,
the
so
scoring
but did Nick
average
Taylor
was
and Adam
very high.
Hadwin win?
Who cares?
No, but
No,
the
that's
point
not
we
what
were
we're
making
doing.
was that
No.
there was so many teams in the picture that it was bound for one of those teams
Yes.
to do it.
Yes, it
was.
There was a guarantee
No,
that one
the-
of those teams would do it.
No.
That's exactly
It's
the
not.
point we were making.
No, it's not. You guys
Yes,
kept
it
saying,
was.
"Oh fuck, there's gonna be 4 teams that passed them."
No,
Well,
it's-
one did. That was it. One
Never
team
said
passed
4
it.
teams.
No, it's the exact same premise if you're 3 shots back, but there's 12 guys in front of you.
See,
you're
I-
probably not catching
I-
all of them.
I would
Yeah.
rather go into the clubhouse with a 1-shot lead and some. Then
On
I
8
guess then-
guys?
yes, and they're all behind you. Yes,
Oh
100%.
my God.
Well, of course
Yes.
you would want that because you have the clubhouse lead.
Exactly.
But the whole point was there's
So that's
8
exactly
guys,
what I was saying.
There's 8 guys 1 shot back. You probably aren't winning, and you said, "Oh, they're definitely winning."
You said they have it locked. Those were your words, locked.
and
Yeah.
we said there's 8 guys.
I'll
that,
say this.
No, but
I
the
will
only
say this.
reason he was
Taylor-
saying it-
Taylor makes that birdie on 18, they win.
They lost by 2.
I know, but the pressure would have been.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
But they had a
would have
makeable
been
putt on 17 too. They
Should-
should have been 11
yes.
under,
Yeah.
which would have
But-
been the record. But
yes.
I guess they'll
sorry.
be partners in Montreal.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
the only reason Knoop was saying all these things is because he had picked Clark and Hostler. So this whole thing was a jinx attempt
Yeah, jinx.
to try to
100%.
get Clark and
Well,
Hostler to
normally
win.
it works. So
Because jinxes
But-
are a thing.
But why are you jinxing Canadians to get 1 extra point in some meaningless Zurich Classic, in some meaningless pick standings that no one gives a shit about?
Do you know what?
Can't even talk.
You know, the best part about all of this is the whole week, and I swear this is the truth, until you posted at I think it was even, it might have been after the tournament was over when you said Matty B has 1-17-31 or whatever. I was like, who the hell won that I have? I did not know that I even had Riley and Hardy.
Really?
The entire week.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. And then I had to go and look at the graphic that we made and post on social. I'm like, oh, I took them. I had no idea what you were talking about with one. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize.
No, you were too invested in the Oiler game last
Well,
week.
yeah,
I had no idea.
Blacked out and picked the first 3 names, first 6 names you saw.
No, it was DraftKings that did it for me, but still, I had no idea. Oh man, I'm happy about it now, but
But what do you guys think about a pair getting both of their first wins in an event where they're a pair? I
It's
wouldn't
weird.
mind
It's
it. It's
very
kind of
weird.
weird, but
it is very weird.
What do you mean?
If-
Why is it weird?
If
It's
you're
just
buddies
weird.
with the guy, I think it would be kind of cool.
They are buddy. They've been best friends since they were 14 years old.
Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of neat.
But if
But do you count?
Im and Mitchell, if they won and it was their very first win, they're just 2 guys that said, "Hey, do you want to play together
Yeah,
this week?"
that
And they
doesn't-
both won.
no.
It's
That one wouldn't be as cool for me.
right. It'd just be like, "Oh, okay, they won."
But it's
Or-
not like they beat
or
complete
Ryan
nobodies.
Palmer.
They
No.
still beat Homo and Morikawa. They still beat Cantlay and Schauffele.
So winning this event, would you guys compare it to getting an ace on a temp green?
That's so stupid.
Not
What
at
are you
all.
talking about?
It's a
Come on.
professional event.
I know. I
What's
get
wrong
that,
with the
but
formats
being
too?
in a-
It's not like they're
having a
gimmicky
partner-
formats.
Having a partner, would you compare it to something like that? You guys wouldn't.
You've
do
been-
anything.
Oh, I see. You're
Like,
just
I'm
comparing
just
it
comparing,
as a accolade that you'd have on
Correct.
your
You've
resume.
been pumping
like
up
a
team
team-
golf for Live for the last 6
Yeah,
months.
but that's different. It's
no,
not.
it's not. You
Yes,
all
it
have
is.
partners
Yes, it
in
is.
that. You're relying on someone else. So how is it
Oh yeah,
different?
that's
No, no,
it's
no.
absolutely very similar.
It's
It is
very
different
similar.
because
It
these are
is.
matches. These are close to matches.
Matches.
Maybe
Matches?
not. Maybe not. That's a lie.
This guy's
No.
Oh my
he's-
God.
Mover brain.
He's got super brains this week.
Oh man.
Oh, but yes, it's very similar. I would agree in that if I look back and let's say at the end of their careers, this is the only tournament that these 2 guys win, they're not going to view it as a tournament that they won.
It's probably going to be.
It very well could be, but do you know what I mean?
No,
when
it's
they-
not going to be.
Yeah, I won on the PGA Tour.
Davis
what
Riley
event
will
did-
win again.
So that was
Nick Hardy's
kind of
supposed to be the
how
better
I was
one.
looking
I
at
know.
that.
That's I was.
one
I
thing,
thought I'd
right?
get. I thought I'd get you there. I thought I'd
yes.
help out.
They both get 2 years exemption.
I know.
Yes.
So they get everything that comes with it, but at the end of their career, let's say this is the only thing they won. I don't think that they're going to go around and saying, I won on the PGA Tour.
They're not?
and feel. But
And
that's
then
what
the
I
guy
mean.
would be
I don't
like,
think
so
you
I
feel
might reply
proud
to
of
them.
that. Do
Oh,
you?
what tournament did you win? I won the team event tournament. Oh, it's
probably harder to win this one than a WGC.
Whoa. What?
There's more people
what?
in it. You got to beat more people.
And
And
I
there's
don't know
a
where I
cut.
stand on that.
What?
I don't
Well,
know.
What do you mean,
Not
what?
quite.
There's
but
only 40 teams. Because
There's
sorry,
80
80
teams.
teams.
And 30,
Mm,
30
Times
some
two.
make the cut.
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
make the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite. I don't
I'm
think I
with
want to
Maddie.
go that far.
I'm with Maddie B on this one.
I think you can't say it's easier or it's comparable to WGC and then bring up John Daly and David Duval being in this tournament.
Well, that's not even the worst
Yeah,
team.
that's
I'll
what-
get to the worst team, but
But that's what I mean. Is there are some kind of
well, since you
Catch
brought him up,
us
I
to
mean,
it.
they did shoot terrible on Friday. John Daly,
that
Double
alternate.
D
They
there.
were 45 on the front.
Yeah.
Alternate.
But so the only team they beat, well, not the only, or the only team that beat them that was plus numbers was Michael Thompson. Did you see who his partner was?
No.
So this is gonna hurt my argument a lot.
I know it is.
So he got into this tournament like last minute. Couldn't find a partner. He just called one of his buddies who he met very recently at the course he's now a member with. His name is Paresh Amin. Has never played a professional golf tournament in his life other than the Mackenzie School qualifier where he shot 45 over par in 4 rounds.
How was he even? How did they allow that?
I have no idea.
And they still beat Daly and Duval.
And they still beat Daly Duval by 10 shots.
Oh,
Holy
my.
shit.
Duval's that bad, though. He stinks now.
But like
Well, he doesn't
some
play
of the
at
names
all.
in this room, like Sean O'Hare was in
This
this
is
tournament.
gonna hurt.
When was the
my-
last time he played in
It does. Like,
in a
it
stroke
hurts.
play event?
Sean O'Hare was up there. Him and his partner.
Yes, but when was the last time you've seen him in a stroke play event?
Yeah, I know.
I know that's the whole point.
Well, that's why it should be elevated. That's what I'm saying. Like, get those good guys in there, mixing
No,
up
I
in
can get
team
I can
golf.
get behind that, but that's also why I'm saying that. Yes, they get all of the stuff that comes with it, but it can't feel like a.
Scheffler and Rahm are just like, yeah,
Like-
we're going to be partners this year.
Oh, exactly. So, like,
But
PGA
that
Tour is trying to battle the live, like team golf. Get this elevated. Get all the good guys playing with each other, and like,
Well, I mean,
let's see how it works out.
the argument for you is that Homa and Morikawa didn't make the cut.
Yeah, they sucked.
Can't putt, apparently.
Yeah, but
Everyone
Yeah,
knows
it was-
you got a putt.
I mean, just in general, I think it is nice to have this event. I just think that the field is hurting it. So I think if you're going to keep it, there's an argument to be made about making it elevated.
Yeah, there was enough names in there for me to watch it. I watched most of it.
I watched
on the
all
weekend?
Yeah.
all of all of the last 12 holes of Sunday.
And I mean, if you have two Canadians making 7 birdies in a row in alternate shot,
You're
you're
tune in.
watching.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You should be
for
yeah.
alternate shot.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah, well, at that end, it did actually turn out. Other than the 2-shot victory, it was a very entertaining Sunday.
Yeah.
Back nine.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty big choke job by Clark and Hostler.
I would
All
say-
they
I would
all they
say,
had
yeah.
to do is shoot 1 under on the back, and then they bogeyed 16 and 17.
Yeah. Well, Im and Mitchell didn't do themselves any
No,
favors
they
either.
were all
Yeah.
over the place too.
Yeah.
Keith
And
was,
they shouldn't have even played as well as they did on the back. Like Hostler made a insane par putt on
yeah,
16, maybe 15.
they made 2 long
like
ones.
40 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else?
That's
we got
enough
here?
for that tournament, eh?
Yeah, probably
well,
close.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
be
got
close.
like 2 left here. Xander and Cuntley, T4.
Every time.
They should be banished from the tour for not winning this with those odds.
Well, they were -9 in alternate Friday, and they still didn't win.
Yeah.
Well, because they shit the bed in both
Yeah.
scrambles.
Best balls, you mean? Yeah.
Sorry,
or
yeah, best
so they
ball.
should either be banished from the tour or those odd makers should lose their job. One of the two, because that was ridiculous.
That's the thing is there's no accountability unless they are the wrong way. They don't give. There's too much action. So they have those low odds and they don't win. They did their job. Anytime you can,
I guess,
Yeah,
but like,
because
who-
some people would view
how
those.
many people actually bet them?
Well, some people. I know we're going to get into it, but Rahm at plus 280 is still an attractive bet that people are going to bet.
Shouldn't be.
It
No.
shouldn't
Not
be.
be.
People will.
Don't.
Though. People
Don't
will.
bet
though.
it, you guys.
People will.
Unless you're parlaying it with something else.
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
top
it's
20. I'm going to look
insane.
up his top 20. It's got to be like minus 800.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Fitzy's played. Obviously, Matt played with his brother Alex. And Alex, everyone was talking about Alex holding his own day one, right? Making 7 birdies or whatever it was. Alternate shot, not so much.
No.
Like, they stunk in that. But it brought up the question. We kind of talked about it in the group last week, but like, if you have a sibling, you're a professional golfer. Is the professional golfer like setting that sibling up like for life? Like, obviously the golf stuff with him trying to be a golfer himself, he probably gets all the equipment set up that he wants.
Memberships or whatever too, and
but house, cars, like, do you think they're doing that?
like you brought up the DJ one. That's obvious because it's his brother, like his caddy.
Yeah, you mean
Or his caddy? Yeah, his brother's
I think
his caddy.
you get
yeah.
an initial lump sum to help him out, and then maybe help along the way.
So I think this one is interesting because he had just obviously graduated from NCAA. So I don't know if those lines are blurred with him, right? Because
Is he that young?
Yeah, he just finished, I believe.
Oh,
he
I
just
thought
turned
he
pro
was-
a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he's allowed. I mean, maybe it's his brother, so he's allowed to take money from him. I don't know, but they're just a little bit different dynamic with.
Well, I think it
with
would
them.
be like, it wouldn't be official money. It'd be like, I bought a house, Alex lives in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that could be.
But and like Matt just gave me his old clubs, which aren't actually ever been used. Right?
Yeah.
I
So
brought up the
there's-
jealousy thing. Like I would be extremely jealous if my brother was winning major championships, and we were both golfers. Like if I was an engineer and he was
You
a
would
golfer.
be?
That doesn't surprise me one
Huh?
bit.
Really?
You would be?
Oh yeah,
Even if
Like
you haven't even.
extreme-
we had the
jealous.
same genes. we're cut from the same cloth.
They look nothing alike. Those two.
No, they don't.
Those two look nothing. I guess the nerdy one got the golfer genes.
They should be the same, right? Like I don't know.
I don't think Alex has adult braces. The last one I had here, I just wanted to bring up the Olesen Hogard team, which I picked. So Hogard was gained 7.6 shots all around this week.
Nikolai, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where Thorbjorn lost 10.5 shots to the field. Like, talk about letting your partner down.
That was
That's
me and Canup at
insane.
Player Cup Elkridge last year.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yep.
And then just the other one, it got brought up as good as time as any to talk about it. It was a would you rather get an ace in your worst round ever or shoot the best round of your life.
It's best round of your life, and I don't.
For you, because you
Yeah,
already
but-
have an ace.
But, like, is it best round by one?
I think that's
or, like,
how
are
I
you going
take
out
it.
there and shooting
Yes.
59?
No. I think it's beating your best score by
Like
one.
I think let's put it in perspective this year. Just like this year, like you'll beat your best by one or get an ace this year, I'd take an ace.
Yeah, but also, how bad is your worst round?
Yeah, because you're talking when you're 7 years old and you shot
like, I remember-
150. Like, what?
Exactly.
What's your
Yeah,
Like
worst
is it
round?
quad, ace?
Who cares
Yeah.
what you shoot? It could shoot 200 and you got an ace. What would it matter? Who cares?
I'd take the
I
ace.
remember shooting 111 at Riverside when I was like 13, and my dad telling me I should probably quit golf for the year. Like, if I'm shooting 112 with an ace, I don't know. Is it worth that conversation with my dad after? I don't know.
Yes.
I think
it
it's
would be.
ace. I think it's ace, especially now if you gave a number to it. So if your career round is 1 or 2 over and you get to go 4 under, I'd probably take that.
Yeah.
Because that's a overtime feeling, like throughout the round as compared to that one high. But if it's your career round right now is 1 or 2 over and it's shoot even par, I'm not taking that.
Yeah, you're right. So you said your best is 68,
67 at Wildwood,
and what's par they?
like 71, I think,
Okay,
Well, it's
but still.
69 now.
So if
but-
you
or
shot
70. It might be
say,
70.
Riverside, we go out your best round 66 at Riverside. Would
I'd
you take
take that.
that over an ace?
Oh, absolutely.
66 at Riverside. I'm
Yeah.
taking that over an ace. Yeah.
all
See?
day.
But my
See?
career's at the Hillcrest is 70
you wouldn't take 69
or
over an ace.
71. Was it 70? No, it's
70.
1 under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take 69 over an ace.
No,
at the Hillcrest.
exactly.
No,
That's
But
the
you'd
thing
take
is it's got to be a really good
I
round.
wouldn't take 66 at the Hillcrest over.
No,
an ace.
66 at Riverside. So
I think I'm
Yeah.
still
Your
taking the
argument.
ace.
really?
You wouldn't take 66 over an ace? I'd take
Like
66.
even at
At the Hillcrest?
At the Hillcrest.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'll
taking.
probably
might
shoot
shoot
66 there.
I was
this
just gonna
year.
say I might shoot it this year.
Here's the thing, like, you can always practice enough and put all the work in to eventually get there to get 66, but like
You need a little
aces
luck.
are 95% luck.
Yeah, or you just got to play short par threes all the time like Matty B.
It was 127.
Yeah, do the Canadians.
Well, you know what? Every
yeah.
time I think about my ace, I think about where the hell Brandon Gormley is. Is he still in the AHL or where is he still play professional hockey? I might
I
look it
think
up.
he does.
He was one of the guys that attested to it because it was a celebrity golf tournament in Avonlea.
He was a
I wouldn't
big
really-
name for a while there.
Wouldn't really worry about it.
He was on the Arizona Coyotes at the time.
Do you guys know that Pendrith and Gliggs finished T13th
I
this week?
did know that.
That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Hadwin and Taylor second.
Oh, right. Aces, birthdays, shots of the week. Aces, Charlie Hoffman made one with a pretty good celebration afterwards, jumping around.
Yeah,
And then we'll talk about this one more, but Chase Koepka also made an ace.
heard about that
Yeah.
one.
Birthdays, Lee Westward turned 50, so I guess he's got Champions Tour, maybe?
Live Champions Tour.
I don't know. Would they let him? I guess they won't
Well,
let him go back to the
He had
Champions Tour.
tweeted a little while ago about how the European Champions Tour was begging him to play.
Well, they're going to get to play on the European or DP World Tour
think
for
you're
sure.
right.
Brandon Gormley's been in the KHL for the last 3 years.
I believe it. Shots of the week, anyone?
Don't have one.
Don't have one.
Oh, mine is
Never have one.
Cam Smith out of the bunker. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh, yeah.
it was like
Second last hole.
short-sided, and
Yeah.
it was just like the softest landing bunker shot like I've ever
Yep.
seen. Like
Yes.
it's just like dropped and just like trundled into the hole.
He hits so many good shots, but he still can't finish top 10 in a live event. It's crazy.
It's wild.
It is wild.
Too much pressure this week.
The tour's too good, bro, now.
Yeah, there's too many good guys.
Dude wipes. Clark.
Clark
Yeah, obviously.
and Hostler.
Poor Wyndham.
Poor Wyndham's right.
Let's go to the news.
News.
We'll get to live, obviously, but let's start with this one because I think it's hilarious. That guy who needed a 9 on the last hole to qualify for the mid-amateur, U.S.
Yep.
mid-amateur,
Yeah.
and made a 12.
Yeah.
Like, he still shot, like, what did he shoot, like 78 or something like that, or
Yes.
76? So, like, he's clearly good at golf to be doing this
Yeah.
in a mid-am qualifier and then makes a 12 on 18. Like, where's the shot?
Yeah, did he
Tracker
not
on
know
that.
that he needed 9 on the tee?
He had to have known.
You
I
would
don't
think
know.
So.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Even whether you know or not,
How
it's
you
still
make it a
insane.
12?
Yeah, whether you know or not, you're still just trying to shoot 72, which is 6 on that hole.
Exactly.
You're 66 on the tee, and it's just like, I think if I shoot 72 here, I could probably get in.
I mean, he probably didn't
me see
know.
the
But
hole.
he 17, he blew up too, right? He had like a triple on 17 or
Mhm.
something like that.
I guess he
Yeah, it
probably
was bad.
wouldn't have known, right?
I don't think he would have known.
Because
He would have had to have known he was close.
Yes, there'd be no leaderboard out there for him to actually look at. So
He couldn't have known because he wouldn't have taken the chances that he did when he was looking,
Oh yeah,
staring
he
at
would
a
have
double.
known you're hitting
actually, you know
5
what?
wedges into the green.
I take
And
that
2
back.
putting.
All that stuff is done on the app. He was probably updating as the tournament went on.
Do those tournaments have live leaderboards though?
I think
you
so.
just put your
Are you allowed
score
to have
in.
your phone though?
I think you just
phone,
put your
yeah,
score
yeah.
in.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think you just put your score in. I don't
Yeah,
think
it
it'll
could
be a
be.
live leaderboard.
yeah, maybe.
But
Why
still,
wouldn't it be a live leaderboard?
There's no way that whatever he was doing when he hit it OB, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to take a chance here to try to qualify. If he knew that he was 5 inside the line, he's not making those choices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's wild.
bizarre to like.
Poor thing probably hasn't slept this week though. So
I mean, he's not you. He probably knows
Right,
he can
slept
do
is
it
fine.
again.
you
next
got
year.
over it.
Well, yeah,
went
I
to
bet
the
he's
next
sleeping fine
qualifier.
by now. Yeah, he probably just moved on to the next qualifier. You're right. Next, this is a big one. Tiger Woods had surgery on his leg. I wrote down, just quit, man.
Wrote down.
I wrote it down, like just so
He
just so I would not forget
just
to
gonna
say
say,
it.
I can imagine the smile on Harv's face a lot of these times where he's like, I wrote this down. He's just like, I can't wait to read this.
Anything Tiger related, you'd never forget to say it. I don't know why.
Well, I might forget to say something if he wins another major, but yeah, like what's he doing anymore? Like there's no way he's playing golf again this year.
No, they said
No,
the next time Masters probably next year.
Got everyone's hopes up that he was
So-
going to keep playing, and all along knew this was coming.
We might have to timestamp that from last week where I said he's going to be hitting the honorary shot next year. Because it's the odds went up. Yes, they did. They went up.
Still, yeah.
They
I think he's going to, he's going to play on the Champions Tour, I think, with the cart. I think he just needs to prove that he still got it. And he'll just go and he'll win. He'll play like 2 years, win 5 events. And
Now
just be
hear
like,
me
yeah,
out.
That's fine.
What if he doesn't? Like, what if he doesn't have it?
I think he needs to prove that he does, and that's why he'll go and do it.
I know, but
He's
what
still
if it
making
doesn't
cuts
work
in
out?
majors.
Oh, I gotcha.
He's made 4 of the last 5 cuts in majors.
Yeah, but the
Not
Masters
Impressively necessarily, but still made them
Yeah.
Okay.
against pros. So
Yep. Next, Will Ferrell set to star in a golf-related comedy, which, like,
Sure
just saying it's loosely tied to the Live PGA thing, like, that's going to be hilarious.
it is
Hilarious.
It is Live PGA. It's
Well,
the
they-
same
they-
thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think the PGA approached him to make it?
My next question
like
is:
that.
do you think the character he has is gonna be like the Phil Mickelson, or is it gonna be like the Greg
it's
Norman?
Early indications are it's Greg Norman, but all signs point to he's going to have insider access to like different storylines, stuff like that, and they're going to try to just make it look so ridiculous.
I'm almost
That-
looking more forward to like the cameos of like funny actors playing
Gotta be,
like
yes.
other golfers,
Yes.
right? Like it's gonna.
They might not have their names, but you'll know who they are.
Yes, exactly. Like
That
it's
guy-
gonna be
That guy lives such a great life now too.
just Kings fan, eh?
Just makes the odd movie, paints his face for Kings games, and goes to Laker games. And
Meanwhile, Nicolas Cage is on 60 Minutes talking about how he's made so many bad investment choices that he has to make 4 movies a year.
no, not Nick.
Yeah, he's lived a hard life. Next, did you guys know the Foot Golf World Cup's only 2 months away?
I posted
It
that.
looks cool.
That looks.
You
does
can
look
do
like-
that
yeah.
in Yorkton.
What?
Actually?
Yeah, they have a foot golf course.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, that one on the highway on
Yes.
the right hand side when you're going in.
Yep.
Yeah.
disc golf. It's okay.
Yeah.
Foot golf. Yeah,
Foot golf would be. way
You're all
better.
in.
I'm all in. See the size of those holes?
Play a foot golf course with golf clubs.
There you go.
A
Does that
season.
count? Does that count?
Would it be harder to get an ace in foot golf?
Well, the shot I saw one guy hit, he just curled it in there nice and made an ace. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, could you do that right now?
Oh no, no. I'm a toe punter guy.
Piggybacking on that, did you see that one I posted about the speed golf where that guy shot 76 in like 32 minutes?
Yes, I did. Also sweet.
We should try that.
I would be down for it. Yep.
But did you see how he just had like 2 clubs like holstered on his hip and he
Yes.
just didn't take them off to do anything? Like he just
Well, he-
pulled one out.
He hit
swung-
shots with the one club still on
Yeah.
his hip. That's dumb. But
Well, that
Well, he
saves
putted
time.
He putted with his wedge, I believe. On that little clip that they had in there, he finished out. The
he has
hole
to
with his
finish
club.
out every hole.
Yeah. And he just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There we go.
I
That
don't
could be a
think
good one.
that's a great content piece, but I don't think the 3 guys that aren't doing it will be able to watch someone play golf for that period of time without golfing. Seems
Well,
to be
it's
our
only an
drawback.
hour.
It won't
Our
take that
drawback.
long.
Yeah.
It's only like
45 minutes.
We should do it at 6 a.m. Each guy gets a different 6 a.m. start. First off,
I
see
like
how
that.
fast we can go.
I'd come and drive a cart and tape.
Okay.
deal.
I think that might be
what else did I have
Bronow's.
here?
Nah, actually, I think that's yours. He did 100 shot. We got to do putting challenge.
Yeah.
Might be yours. You hit it the straightest
Canoe
too.
running
Sure.
around.
Yes.
It's
Hey,
him. Yeah. It's him.
I like it. Let's go. We'll do it. Let's go.
Next, I guess the Latino America tour is in the bit of hot water for not paying guys. But I dug more into this one, and apparently, because this tournament was in Argentina, this happens all the time with like
Oh,
their
really?
tax rates in there and like having to, because you get taxed where you play, right?
Yeah,
So apparently, it's always
lots
just-
of moving parts.
yeah. So, but why the players are mad is because the PGA Tour, which is affiliated with the Latino America Tour, just started paying guys like they're getting $500K just cause now, right?
Yeah.
And these guys can't get $7,000. So I get where the players are mad, but at the same time, like this happens every year.
Yeah.
this
Why don't they
tournament.
just spot them the money?
Yeah, because
And
it
then,
was
yeah.
like the guys who made money on this like needed that money to fly to the next event.
Yeah. Which that's a good segue into. I'm sure it's on there,
Yeah,
but
it
the
was-
change of tours or the combination of the tours.
Yeah,
and
so there's
potentially
now
losing
going to
stuff?
be PGA Tour Americas. So there's going to be no Canadian Tour and no Latino America Tour. They're going to be combined. So they'll have, I think, a 16-week schedule.
Yep.
Got to
that,
be some sort of like you play 3 in Canada before you go to play 3 here because
No, it's
travel.
the
Different
other way.
seasons.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
so-
winters played down in
So they'll have a
Latino
longer
and then-
season than the.
Right, but at least they can clump them together for travel purposes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, so there's that. Around the world, where do you guys want to start? Chevron or Live?
I got a bit of jaw-dropping breaking news first. The Blades came back and won that series in 7.
They did win
Reverse
tonight?
sweep.
Reverse sweep.
Wow.
Down 3-rip, came back. Hopefully they beat
Short,
Winnipeg.
mouths
short
open
drive for
everywhere.
Winnipeg.
Yep.
Yeah, mouths dropped.
Absolutely.
At least it's a shorter drive.
For what?
Well, Winnipeg would have had to play Red Deer,
Oh, yeah.
so
But like,
Winnipeg will
if
be
the
happy.
Blades somehow beat Winnipeg,
I'm gonna be so mad at the Pats.
but like, do they just not even go to the Western final? Like, they'll lose by 100 goals.
Well, they
Winnipeg's
go
gonna
if
lose
it's
to those teams,
Kamloops.
too.
yeah, they both will, but like, the Blades will lose worse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Saskatoon, what happens if they get handed the Kamloops and they're in the Mem Cup?
Yeah, I don't
I don't
anyone's
think- I
beaten
don't-
Seattle, but
Kamloops is
I
really
also-
good, man.
I think the Warriors woke up the ice.
Yeah,
and they're
probably.
probably gonna.
They're very
pump
good now.
The Blades, yeah.
let's
But
start with
we'll
the
see.
Chevron Championship. First
Absolutely.
major of the year,
Should.
won by Lilia Vu.
Yep.
Voo, yep.
Yeah, don't really mind this trophy. Kind of like a big claret jug tea cup thing. It looks
Yeah, it's
similar
more
to.
it's more the pond jump than anything. But
yeah, here's the thing: the pond jump, kind of over it now that they put all those like fences in to keep the gators out, and
yeah,
like it might as
With
well be a swimming pool.
New
up to the
venue,
green.
right?
new venue.
Is
Yeah,
what it
Yeah,
is.
but they
Yeah.
still put that net in so gators can't get close
Yeah.
to where
Well-
you jump in.
Yeah, but kind of like, what if they walked up on
Yeah.
the bank
Yeah,
and
they
just
could still
walked
get
right
in there.
in?
They could. They didn't.
Yes.
So
Well, would you be jumping in there knowing that they could just walk
they probably
up
just
and
got
go?
they probably got a dedicated camera just making sure that.
So
none of them
you're-
get in there.
hope
So you're
but-
over it because they're not at risk of getting
Well,
killed
yeah,
by a
it's
gator?
well, it's not like it's not like a natural thing more. Like I said, it might as well be a swimming pool. Like just go.
But that water ain't pool.
Well, they probably
quality.
put chlorine in it. They put chlorine in that.
But hell of a dive by the caddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he used to be Danielle Kang's caddy when she won a
Mhm.
major.
Yeah.
But also that tournament was fairly entertaining to watch because it ended shortly after the
Yeah.
PGA tournament, so you could watch both.
It's too bad Nelly didn't post -10, and
Yeah.
then everything would have been a lot more entertaining. But
Yes.
the fact that she posted -9 and then those other two kind of dueled down the stretch. But
Let's talk about the big week though for Maddie Sierzik finishing top 20.
Absolutely.
huge.
That's a huge week for her. Beat Brooke too. So
Yeah, Brooke had
Brooke was 23,
didn't have the greatest weekend.
and Maud Amy LeBlanc missed the cut. So
But
There was
good
that.
showing, good showing.
Knoop too busy jinxing Hadwin and Taylor to even think about Maddie this week.
I stayed away from her
Okay.
this week.
nice.
Yeah, no, you did.
Yeah, I did. I wanted her to finish well.
So every time he talks, he admits jinxes are more real every single time.
That's right.
Like,
Okay, I won't
welcome
say-
aboard.
I will. Yeah, I'll think of something this week.
Let's go to Live. We got to go to Live. Adelaide,
I was hoping you'd just skip it, but
no, it's their flagship event.
Yep.
And like they did it pretty well.
Very
Like
well.
say what you
Yeah,
want
but-
about who won and who didn't win and where guys finished, but like they did it up well there.
it was always going to be well done.
I mean, they had Bert
Like
Kreischer
us-
there taking his shirt off.
That
hitting
was
that
sick.
shot.
Yeah.
But like Australia is absolutely starving for live sports in any way. So
But
this
that's
was-
that is exactly what that tour ends up needing to be, is going to places, markets
yes,
where they're starved, right? They're not getting
Yep.
PGA's not going to.
But if you put a PGA elevated event in Australia, how many fans do you think?
Oh
would be
yeah,
there?
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
they
that's
probably
their-
should too,
that's
like
their
Royal
own
Melbourne
fault.
or something. Like put a
yeah.
Put a
And
tournament there?
that's the PGA Tour's downfall. Is it's all in the U.S. Right?
Mostly.
I
yeah.
think,
well, they're in Mexico this week, but
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. The
You-
issue
we
is
saw the-
Korea, Mexico.
We already talked about the field, right?
here's my kind of thoughts of, to your point of, this is what they need to go into these markets. They can go into these markets, but one of the reasons why this stood out is they went to that market and made it kind of this big kind of party, right? Well, you can't do that at every event. Because then it makes the whole league that much, the tour,
the world
that much-
we're
yeah, it's like,
argument
we're
is
just
out the
it's
window
just a
then,
party
too.
tour now, and
Yeah.
so where's the action? A party tour with not the best players, whether
Yeah.
yet or not. No 54 holes, no cut. All of these things.
There's
go
music
against
playing on
it.
every single putt that I
Yes.
watched.
Yeah.
So
all
that-
four.
Goes
But
against
that's what they
all of
got
the
to
world
do. They
ranking.
got to go. They got to
Exactly.
give up the world ranking.
They have to.
Right, but
and
that's
just-
my point. Is
They
they
made
should
their
just
choice.
Do it that.
Yes.
Make it
Yeah.
that.
And the guys who have qualified and qualify for 5 years of majors will get to play,
Yeah.
and then see what happens at that time. But
Well, and it's not like they can't continue to qualify for majors if they do well in those majors.
and they can
If they're
all
good golfers,
they-
they'll do well there.
the Masters guys will always get to play in the Masters. You can always go qualify for the U.S. Open, and you could probably go play DP World Tour events to qualify for the Open Championship.
Yes.
It's just the PGA Championship
Yep.
that you're missing out on if
Right.
you really wanted to do it that way.
They could do this.
Yeah.
Right. But you could also then have guys might actually go to the live not only for the money, but for that. Like for the
Like
the
Pat
party.
Perez.
Yeah.
We probably should mention Tyler Gooch ended up winning this thing, but
Ended up.
Little scary.
He had it won the first
Little
day.
scary.
it was a
Sunday.
classic
It got down
case
to
of being
2.
told to take your foot off the gas.
Yeah.
That's 100% what happened.
Because he went 62-62 the
yeah,
first 2
he was
days.
up by 10
Yeah.
after the first 2 days. Ended up winning by
nuts.
what, 3 or 4?
2, I think, even. He was up 2 at one point.
Went to 2. I have no idea. I did not watch a single shot. Again.
That's the thing, is that it was such a successful event in Australia, but did anybody watch it on TV? I don't know of
I
anybody
haven't
that
saw
did.
any ratings. I haven't
But,
looked,
like-
though. So
Like that's the thing is from a golf podcast, I will chat about it now, but I also feel bad because I have not watched a single shot of Live this year. When did it start?
yeah.
It's on the Game Network, man.
Like I don't even know. I don't even know how
February?
many events they're in. February?
4.
4.
This is the fourth one.
Haven't seen a shot.
Yeah.
But
Like, it's just
also, you're in there's a reason PGA Tour doesn't go to Australia either, is because
Their target market is.
you're showing it at what? They're 18 hours ahead of us, or
Yeah.
they're 24
Yeah.
full hours ahead of
Yep.
us. Like, no one's getting into golf on Wednesday.
No.
There's a few other big talking points about this tournament. Start with this one. Craig Norman put his foot in his mouth again, saying that they have a huge list of players just clamoring to play on this tour. And that tweet that came out that was like, "Sorry, John Rahm, Jed Morgan's got your spot."
Siwon Kim's.
like that's just a dumb comment to make. Whether you do have that list or not, like just maybe keep that one tighter to the chest.
Yeah.
And then it also backfired on old Jed Morgan too when he came out and said, "I wish there was more events."
Yeah.
Someone didn't
Dummy.
tell him the whole idea behind this, I guess. The other big thing was they played in their groups of 3 with their other 3 teammates.
Yeah, I didn't care for
The
that.
captains were all mixed up, but then the other 3 teammates all played together.
So
And people just love and
you
Patrick
didn't care
Reed.
for it?
Well, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make a lick of sense.
That's why Reed was top 10 this week, right?
Yes.
They only played together for 1 round.
That's enough.
It's enough to skew. That's why
Oh,
Taylor
man.
Gooch was 10 minus 10.
Yeah.
Which day? He did it twice. One
Jay
was with
Towler,
his friends. One wasn't.
You're going low. They flipped the coin on the tee.
Yeah.
Who's going low
Gets
today?
it.
Yeah.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
That
you're
one's
fine
good.
there. And then obviously the big one, Chase Koepka made that ace on the party hole, and the beers came raining down. Like that was awesome.
That was, but they were also throwing beers when guys were
But
hitting
that-
it to
yeah,
4 feet
that's-
the
That
few days
I
before.
did not like. Like before
Yes.
you said you hate directed at me. I hate the Phoenix Open stuff when they throw the beers down
Yep,
because I
yep.
think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because that's a serious professional event. Like you throw a beer bottle on
I-
a baseball field, you're going to jail.
I agree that
Yeah.
the Live is not a serious
And
professional event.
it shouldn't be. It is a, I
Yeah.
don't want to say exhibition, but it's just a party entertainment
It's a
tour.
showcase.
That's why this whole world rankings thing is just insane.
Yeah, that's got
to
to
me.
go. I'm on board. Like that's got to go. But yeah, like when they threw it for Pew or whatever his name is when he hit it to like 2 feet, like that's just
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when they threw it for Chase Koepka, like that was unreal.
It was cool, yeah.
And then obviously the machine was out there too with his shirt off, just swinging it and throwing beers too. Like they're doing a lot of good things for the entertainment value, but just give up the idea that you're getting world golf rankings for this.
Yeah.
Like just make it.
Everyone
WWE.
know.
It's just
Yeah.
entertainment.
Everyone knows Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka and Cam Smith are still top 30 players
and
in the
they'll
world.
still get a play in all.
Everyone
those
knows
tournaments.
it. We don't have to see them on a piece of online or on a piece of paper saying that they're in the top 30.
It's just
Everyone
the
knows it.
qualification part that they're really
Yes.
upset about.
But they're not, because they're always, every Twitter account that I look at is bringing up the rankings. And it's not talking about the tournaments like that they're qualified for. They're just upset that their names aren't in those numbers.
right.
But
Yeah.
don't you think that they could come up with something that was a little more universal, that you could actually look at it and say, hey, this guy's actually playing really well right now. Look at
It
his.
is universal. The whole
Well, it's-
they
I
include
get-
all the
yes.
tours. Jazz was in the top 50 for,
No. I get what you're saying, but
the-
I'm
their,
meaning
their tournaments don't qualify. Like they're just
He's
They're
just
not
saying
real
that there's,
tournaments.
they need to
Right.
figure out a new way to show.
well, there
it
are a
or
bunch.
it's not.
There's
it
like
should
4
be
or 5
more
different ones,
about the course you play and the scores you shoot
Yes.
versus who's in the tournament.
because there is a
Sure.
world golf ranking one. I think Data Golf does it, and it's
Yeah.
based on all of their strokes gained and all this stuff. So it actually has them in it. It's just, I guess, lesser known. But
It's just like
Yeah.
it's like a handicap system in that
yeah,
regard. Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I guess about Live here, that picture that came out of Patrick Reed playing the $20 blackjack tables.
oh yeah.
I didn't. People were just dragging him. I didn't mind that. Like,
I like.
I
I
mean,
mean, he
that's
doesn't play.
That's just
Moving on,
$20 minimum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Well, that's
That
the thing
is,
is he
but-
could be playing $400 hands if you
Yeah, he
want.
could have like a bunch of buddies there with him. He's just like, I'll put 500 here.
Yeah, I'm not bankrolling all my
No,
buddies.
he was playing $20.
Oh, probably.
$20. You think he was playing min bets?
Oh yeah.
Now that would be
Who
if
cares if he
someone
was?
if there was a photo that
Yeah.
came out of him playing min bets, then
He was still probably
That's 5
doubling
cent
down
hands
on
for us.
11. Like he was still probably doubling.
Probably.
all right, let's get the Honda.
Yeah, let's go there next. The ISPS Honda Championship. Lucas Herbert
Yeah.
This was bad.
ends up winning.
So Saturday night, awful night for sports. Warriors lose. Leafs won, I think.
Yeah.
I flip on Golf Channel. Oh, sweet. This is
Cockerel's
on because
red hot.
it's in Japan, right?
Yes.
But it's 10 o'clock at night and he's on hole 4. I'm like, oh
red
no.
and he's red hot. And so I posted, and this is an embarrassing moment for me. So after the wedding, I'm at this wedding, obviously drunk, and we go back to the hotel room. I turn on the TV. I brought it was a open bar where not an open bar, but a bar where they don't open your cans. So I bought I had like 10 tickets left at the end of the night. My wife's like, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know anyone here, so I'm going to use up my 10 tickets. So we filled her purse and my pockets with these 10 beers, and we get into the hotel room, and I crack one, I turn on the TV, and sure enough, that's on, and he's on 17.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
He's going, and then sure enough, goes to a playoff.
Oh, he made a clutch sand save on 18.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes that sand save
That's
going.
my shot of the week.
And
Found it.
so I cracked this beer. I'm sitting there in bed, and sure enough, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna post something on the Instagram story. So I posted that. Everyone, wake up, Cockerels! It's 1:45 in the morning. Wake up, Cockerels! In a playoff. Next thing you know, I watched the first playoff hole. Oh shit! They're gonna go to a second, and then the last thing I remember before turns out I passed out is Herbert snap hooking it into the crowd, and Cockerel's not that bad. He's not in great shape, but he's not that bad. And then I wake up and it's 4 a.m. and I got to take a piss, and I'm just like, oh shit, TV's still on. I wonder who won that tournament. My phone's at 2%, so I'm like, can I actually check without killing my battery? So it turns out I open it up and I'm like, what's the fastest way? Because I don't think I have enough time to go to a leaderboard or anything. I'm just going to go to Instagram to DP World Tour and see if they posted who won. I see a picture of Herbert, put my phone down, go take a piss, come back, phone was dead. So I was just like, I can't believe I fell asleep because I was going to post. Imagine if Cocker would have won and I said, wake up, it's a playoff, and then just nothing about him winning.
Streaming that 3-hour junior hockey game at the wedding cost you.
Ate all that battery.
Ate all the battery because we didn't have the actual block charger that plugs into the wall. So my wife and I charged our phones on the drive up in my truck, and on the Uber home to the hotel, I'm like, we should probably go to our truck because at that point it was like 10% and she had like 11%. I'm like, remind me when we get to the hotel, we'll go to my truck and we'll charge the phones for a few minutes, so then they'll make it to the morning. But then I assume common sense came into my head of like, you're going to go super drunk into your vehicle, turn it on in a parking lot and charge it? I'm like, nope, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
Anyways, Aaron Cockrell lost in the playoff.
Yeah, he did.
Lost in the playoff.
Yep.
So Lucas Herbert showed up on Wednesday for this tournament.
Yeah.
Like got there right before it started.
He's a
And
pretty good
it
player.
works.
trophy for this thing, fire. Like it was like
Oh, and they had to wear that
old school-
fucking hat?
the samurai, like the old school
And the
Japanese
kimono.
samurai helmet and the
Green
kimono.
kimono.
Like that's
You know what I mean.
that's pretty good. Couple other things about this one. Do you guys know that Brandon Lawler, the like top ranked golfer with disability,
Oh, okay, yeah.
who's just like a little shorter than the average person?
Yes.
So like my thought was, who's he playing against? Like blind people?
That's his disability. Is he's shorter than?
Well,
everyone?
it's like
Well,
a
he's got-
disease
he's
that
got
makes him shorter, but like he's legitimately just a little bit shorter than everyone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
like
like
Hasbulla shorter.
dwarfism
no?
or something, or
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's like sub. I wouldn't say he's like.
Is it called dwarfism?
If he's 4'11", I'd be shocked.
Okay, so
Like,
not Hasbulla short.
No.
Okay.
That filter?
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
short you get if you put that filter on him, but. Anyways, he was in the term missed the cut. But I just wanted like, who's he playing against? Like people who've lost a leg,
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
like people
Well, I
with
think
one
that's-
arm.
I think that's
Like a-
modified, isn't it? Isn't that the Florkowski or whatever that plays in the player events? I think his is modified. I thought it was called.
What do you mean modified?
Isn't it like that's for missing limbs and stuff like that?
Oh.
Whereas this is a separate thing. I'm not sure. I'm not.
Yeah, and that's
I'm
what
not
I
up
mean.
to
Like,
date on
who's
that.
he playing? Like, what are the other guys' disabilities that he's the best one in the world? Are they all the same?
Huh.
Are they deaf? Are they blind? Like, what's
It doesn't seem like there would be a all encapsulating one. It
I just
should be
feel like he has an
different
advantage.
segments.
I just feel like he has an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
like,
in fact that is it,
because
yes.
like you can just cut the clubs down to your length, and now you're just a
Yes.
regular golf. Like
Yep.
you're not hitting it as far, but you're still.
Yep.
And if you're good enough to play on a professional tour, and then the whole Eddie Pepperell, Richard Bland, back and
Not
forth
looking
on
good for
Twitter.
old Dick.
Yeah, Dick Bland had a tough
Oh,
go
yeah.
there.
Never tweet drunk at a guy that knows how to tweet.
That's the problem. You don't pick your spots, and if it's a guy that's known for tweeting, just move on.
Yeah.
Just move on. 'Cause,
Yep.
yeah, he got roasted. Do you have the tweet up?
No, I don't. But what was he saying? Something about win field strength or
Your
winners?
well,
or...
Bland said that Eddie had his 15 minutes on the DP or whatever.
Oh, right.
And
Well,
he
no,
was
it's like
doing
I've
it-
won more in this than you did in 22 years, but I can't remember what they were talking about.
He's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can find
They
it.
went back and forth. Let's go to Corn Ferry, the Lecom Suncoast Classic, won by Scott Gutchowski in a playoff. 46 years old,
yes.
hasn't won in 15 years, absolutely bawling in the post-round interview. Like, he was...
Like to stick with it. It's one thing to stick with it and win your first tournament when you're like 34 years old or something like that. But he's getting there to the point of he should probably have found another job, but he just loves it so much that he's like, no, I'm good enough, and then to do something like that, and then maybe he should be in a situation where he's on the PGA Tour next year, but
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Tough break for him is that the trophy he won was just like a glass vase, like just your generic glass, like tough break there, right?
big
Still
trophy.
got to display it, though.
Yeah,
You got it. You got it, right?
Gotta show it. Did you find what they were talking about?
No, I'm not looking.
Oh,
I'm
he's just you're
looking
doing
at
something else.
Best bets.
Just
So
typing over there.
quite a few Canadians in this one. Obviously, Silverman was T3, so another Canadian
Yes.
right up there. Will Bateman was 18th, and Roger Sloan. No one said anything because he was up.
I didn't look.
He was up there,
Well, you didn't even look.
Nope.
Oh, I looked.
and then he
We're not supposed to look.
Oh, he was T10 at one
Didn't
point.
either.
he was T10.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Tripled the last hole of the tournament too.
Yeah, went from T22 to T38 on the last hole.
So he ended up finishing 36th, and then Benny Long is Canadian. Monday qualified into this, 17 years old.
really.
Yep. But the big
impressive.
question is, where was Charles Howell 17 years and 9 months ago? Because they look the exact same.
Oh,
really?
Oh, that guy. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
'Cause
guy
they
looks
look the
exactly
exact
like Charles
same.
Howell. Yes.
So yeah, that happened, and another guy who Monday qualified into this one, Big Mike.
Yes.
Big Mike Vizaki finished 59th. I just wrote down, pay your parents, man. That's all I wrote down.
That's all he wrote.
That's all I wrote down for that one. Just pay your parents. You owe them. You cashed a check. You should probably pay them some money, or maybe JT comes calling that debt in.
I'm still doing the math here. We should find out when that guy's birthday was, because if it coincides with 9 months before that being the Canadian Open, Chucky Three Sticks could have been the Canadian Open.
Do you picture Chucky Three Sticks as out wheeling and dealing in Ontario?
No, not at all.
Depends.
17 and a half years ago.
Yeah, I can
Maybe.
see it.
Couple other big things in this tournament that Meissner shot 59 in round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
He finished 10th or something like that. And then Shuttlegate. Did you guys hear about this?
Yes. Ridiculous.
So my thing is, like, why did they get on the shuttle?
So
They,
they
like-
they were getting penalties for the guy even asking them. So there was a shuttle parked off of the 18th hole.
They got penalty because they got on it.
Yes.
But
I
he
thought
was,
the one guy's got
he was offering rides,
yes.
and 3 or 4 different groups took it.
Yeah. I thought the one got a penalty just because they were offered it. Thought
No.
that was the big thing.
They got on and took the shuttle ride
For what?
from 18 to the.
They started on the back nine.
Yeah,
they got
back
to the
nine,
18th
in
hole, and
between
it was
the holes.
a little bit of a jaunt to get to the first tee.
Yes.
And there was a volunteer on a cart just kind of sitting behind the green, and he just figured he'd be a nice guy and offered some of the players rides to the first tee.
Because it was in round.
Yeah, it's
Because
they started
guys
on the
were
back,
getting
yeah.
shuttles from the range to 1T when they teed off 1, and that was okay. But because it was in their round, going from 18 back to 1, they got 2-stroke penalty.
And some guys missed the cut.
Yeah, some
because
guys
of it.
missed
Yeah.
the cut.
Yeah, that Will Fulner, Fulner basically said it just like ended his career.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
To me, that's bullshit.
It's
I
ridiculous.
know, but they know
They know the rules.
They know the rules.
And apparently it was in the player packet when they would
Oh,
just
it
post
was,
it
eh?
in the clubhouse or the locker room.
Hmm.
So it's a tough one for
Yeah.
sure.
Big
Boo
time tough one.
Weekly also got penalized, so he took the option on that too. So if you
Um,
remember that name.
Some of the stuffy rules in golf just piss me off, like that one.
the
I mean,
bigger
Like
bigger
the
issue.
pants thing too. Like that's the one thing Liv has going for it.
Yeah.
Shorts. What's wrong with shorts?
It does look ridiculous. Some of those guys wearing shorts. So
Louis.
yeah, but I think the biggest thing that I take out of that is like volunteers. There's no repercussions for that guy.
No.
No.
Just like I guess I just won't be a volunteer
Yeah.
there again.
Sorry
next
for
year.
being
You want my
nice.
shirt back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he better have ran out of that place because those guys would be looking to beat the piss out of him.
Yeah, and then it's just like, okay, well, yeah, he. I guess I can't volunteer at the Lecom next year or the
Yeah.
year after.
Yeah. Oh, rats. Last one here, the Champions Tour, the Invited Celeb Classic, won by Mark Hensby.
And Tony Romo, didn't he win
Yeah,
that?
Tony Romo won on the amateur side of things. So there's quite a few good amateurs in there. Quite a few bad amateurs, but Annika Sorenstam was playing.
Yep.
Or I guess it's not amateurs, celebrities, I guess.
Right.
Jeremy Roenick and Matty B's former friend Mike Medano was in this one.
Former, yep.
We're still. We might reconnect here during the
one-time
Stars
friend.
run.
Marty Fish was playing
Friends
too,
for
obviously.
a week.
Marty
Friends-
Fish was in it as well.
Friends for a week.
Yeah,
I'll always
Hensley beat
remember that week.
Charlie Wee in a playoff also. And
Oh, really?
I thought this was but Alker was in it too. He just didn't play very well. So they still had some pretty big names in there. Trophy was just kind of like a bull, on a plaque, mounted on a wooden base. So
Yikes.
Guys
Lazy.
in all his glory, hey, 5 trophies to recap this week.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even mention the
the-
PGA one.
yeah, it's all right. Whatever it is, fleur de leave, whatever you call it, glass version of that. That's it for news.
That's it, eh?
Pick recap.
Pick recap.
Quick,
Canute won the week.
quick 75 mins for you, bro. Now.
Should have went to bed.
Boys
half
were
an hour
buzzing.
ago.
Canute won the week. Standings are Matty B 14
With a point.
with a point.
Didn't even know it.
Bronell 13,
No
Canute
idea.
12, Harv 9. Canute had Damon and McCarthy 11th, Hoagie and English 13th, and Clark and Hostler 3rd for a 9 average. Matty B was 2nd. He had JJ Spawn and Aiden Buckley 26th. Moore and Neesmith 4th, and Davis Riley and Nick Hardy 1st for a 10.33 average. Bronell was 3rd. He had Todd and Kazire 26th, the Fitzies 19th, and Taylor Hadwin 2nd for a 16 average. And I had Lipsky and Rye 13th, Kitayama and Montgomery 19th, and Olson Hogard 32nd for 21 average. I was leading this thing for 2 days, and then those guys all just
Took a step
shit
back.
it away.
Taylor and Hadwin went bonkers, and
It was hard Sunday. Not many birdies out there.
That's
did
right.
you actually jinx them because I had them, or because you wanted your guys to win?
I just wanted my guys to win.
Well, you knew
So,
that I had
again,
them too, right?
Jinx, it's
He
just
does
it's
it,
a
yeah.
constant
It's not a
thing
jinx.
with you.
It's
It's not a
wishing.
jinx.
It's a. It's
How
about.
is that not a? That's the definition of a jinx. Look it up in
Okay.
It's
Webster's.
about a month ago that he said that jinxes don't exist, right? About
And
a
he's
month.
been doing nothing but jinxing
Nothing
guys
but.
for a month.
Yeah.
Moving and jinxing and walking
Well,
his
'cause
dog. That's
loving his
If you
dog.
say you believe in jinxes and then you start jinxing people, you guys aren't gonna want to believe it. It's just it doesn't work that
they're
way.
just
Jinxes don't
always
work
there.
that way.
They're just always there.
All right.
Tournament this week. Where's your
Picks.
recap?
Mexico.
Don't have one.
It's in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Isn't there a live tournament too?
Yeah, there is Singapore.
Yeah, the course looks nice.
Back to back
That
weeks
course
on the
does
live
look nice.
Well, yeah, they have
because they're
to.
over there.
They have to hit up all the PGA non-elevated events. So,
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to perfectly match the
Well,
schedule
They could have gone next week.
like, why? Just once they should match up though.
just to get
Why?
hammered.
Why?
They'd never do it.
Yeah.
They know
There's
they're
no
inferior.
reason to. Why would you?
So the rules slightly changed on this lack of a stellar field to top 100.
Top 100.
There's only
gets
3
picked
guys
for-
in the top 50: Norin, Finau, and Rom,
Yes.
who is plus
And
280 to
and
win.
Norin is 50th.
On the nose.
Yeah.
According to this site, I don't know, but doesn't
Might
matter.
have changed,
It's
but
top
it
100
doesn't matter.
anyways.
Top 100. Canute goes first.
Oh, there's 3 Canadians playing also. 2. Gliggs and Pendrith is all I found.
Oh.
So
You said we can give inside the top 100, correct?
Yes.
I'll take Nikolai Hogard.
Rats.
yep, he was on my list.
I will take Patrick Rogers.
Okay. Oh, he's 110 in the world.
Yeah.
Really? Matt Walls played pretty good the other
That's surprising.
couple weeks ago.
Do
Didn't
you?
he? Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just haven't heard of him too much.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant
Who you taking?
he was lower.
I'm gonna take Aaron Rye.
Oh, gloves will come in handy this week. Nice and hot down there.
Yeah, sweaty. I'm going to take...
Okay. I know exactly who you're taking.
You do?
Yep.
Ben Martin.
Ah, very good. DK Darling for a couple weeks now.
Ben?
Yeah. He's been a DK Darling.
Canute's up.
Actually, I'm putting him on my DraftKings team right now. Along with the guy I'm picking
Do I
next.
want to give or do I want to?
That's the question. Yep. Just the two options that you have.
I'll take Matt Wallace.
Yeah, because I said him.
It's him or one other guy.
Was
Want me to tell you the other guy?
Was the other guy Taylor Pendrith?
Nope.
Because
You
that's
guys-
who I thought Harv was taking.
Lipsky.
Lefty.
I'm taking
Bakshi.
No, different lefty.
I'm taking Taylor Pendrith.
Okay.
Thought Harv was going to take him. Really
It's
did.
on my list.
He's going to be up there early, and then he's going to finish like T62.
It's a good call.
Oh, me?
Bronze, yeah.
Feels like a Lipsky tournament.
I almost picked both of these guys, Matthias Schwab and Matty Schmid, just because I wanted Knoop to have or Harv, I guess now is doing the graphics, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted you have a tough time figuring out which one was which, so I almost took both.
I'm not
but,
Canoop here.
Take Higo.
it's feeling like a David Lipsky week, boys.
is, eh?
It really
I
is.
literally just said that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, and he's the top name on my list, so.
Yeah, I'm DraftKings 100%.
I'm gonna take
Wow.
Ben on.
No given guys yet, hey?
Coming now. All four right here.
Are you writing these all down, Harv?
Yeah.
Fuck, so I don't need. This is
Well, why would you
awesome.
do it?
What, send it to you? I don't know. This is even better.
But yeah, you don't. And you obviously
Oh,
aren't
fuck
doing
yeah.
previews anymore.
Well, no. Couldn't today. Too busy.
Yeah,
I'm
2
going to
days,
give
but-
out.
Maddie's in first now, by the way.
I know. That's where it's going. Don't worry.
I like all of the options. I do. All of these options are good in this tournament.
I'll give you Andrew Putnam.
Love.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Love.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I kind of like Griot, but I guess I like all the other guys more. No. I'm gonna give. Who's in second? Brono.
Mm-hmm.
You get Norin.
Fuck. That's
He's
the only guy I didn't
don't
want.
like. Yeah, he's the only guy I don't like.
I've had him so many times. Like, you guys can't give him to me anymore. This is bullshit.
Well, yeah.
only
Now
guy
I
I
can't. I
don't
can't even pick him. He's too good.
This is bullshit. This is the last time I'm ever getting him because he's going to be outside the top 50 after this.
Yep.
So I got
Never
to
know. You got to give you and Harv or no. You can give to Knoop or Harv, and then Harv decides from there.
Really?
If you
Well,
give
no,
to
you
Knoop,
have to give to me.
Yeah, because he's got to pick for me.
Yeah. 'cause
Why
he
did
can't
I
pick for
say that?
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything.
I was gonna give him.
You give.
No, I'm
Or
giving.
you give to Canoop and I get a pick.
yes, that's what we're.
I really want to give him John Rahm. I just want to.
Or just
I
give.
just
Why
want
don't you
to
give
pursue
Canoop?
it.
Why don't you give Canoop someone shitty? Then I'll just pick John Rahm.
Yes,
No,
You can do it that way, too.
No, that's not the point. That's not me being nice to you, right?
Well, it
Why don't
kind
you
of is in a roundabout way.
why don't you give Knoop John Rahm, and then Harv has to pick someone else?
Well, I didn't prepare for that.
Yeah, I know.
Harv's
There you
getting
go.
20 feet now this week
There you go.
because I know he doesn't like him, so he has to still cheer for him.
Yeah.
And then Knoop gets Griot.
Mav McNeely. That's who I'm getting.
Grio or Mav.
Give him Woodland.
Mainly because I think Mav's going to W.
Griot's going to be good. Don't give him Griot.
Really?
He's always good in these opposite events.
Yeah, I think he's in the power rankings.
Probably, and it's down where he
Yep.
lives, ish.
You can have Mav McNeely.
Wow. I probably would have given him Clark. Actually, I didn't
McNeely's
just
been
saw
hurt,
Clark on
so
there.
he might not even.
Clark's
going
gonna
to
be tired.
WD.
Yeah. Thursday afternoon after he plays.
I
Perfect.
sure as hell hope not.
I
But
can't believe
You're
I have
probably
Norin.
right.
That's awful. You should have given away Norin first to Maddie. That's a joke that you didn't actually.
He gets
Look
some-
at
You
the
gave
odds.
Putnam over Norin?
look at the odds, bud.
You gave the guy in first
Do
Putnam.
you see the odds? Who has the worst odds? Andrew Putnam by 10 points. By 10 points.
Those guys
tied
have
with
not been
Griot.
watching Norin play this year then.
The books. No, they don't watch golf. They don't watch
They
it.
don't.
best bets, anyone?
I got a couple.
I got John Rahm, first round leader, plus 1,200.
That's so dumb. First
I think
round
that's
leader?
I think
Plus
that's a
1,200.
terrible bet.
Plus 1,200.
Yeah, I think it's a terrible bet.
I love it.
Because I would rather take him to win than I would for that.
Really?
But that's
Like,
like
he's
He's
plus
just going to
280
claw
or-
back and come
275
from
down.
behind and just mow everyone down.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
My-
why
my
the
best
odds
bet-
are plus 1,200 for that.
It's low money, but it's a proven winner. No ace plus 200.
Yeah, I
Plus
like it.
200.
Not bad. I'm going with the partners Lipsky and Rye last year. Who I took both. Top 20 parlay 13-1.
Lipsky and Rye.
Yeah. 13-1. My other bet, which we probably won't take, but it's Jose De Jesus Rodriguez. Top 40 for 4.75. It's not bad.
JDJ Rod.
Yeah. Top 40.
Huh. I like all
He
those.
ain't making the cut.
I don't mind all those. I did find like I didn't really like creating too many parlays, but I did see the boosted parlay of Finau top American, Ben On top Asian, and John Rahm top European for 3,200. I'm probably gonna throw a couple bucks on that. But
Plus 3,200?
yeah,
Can't be right.
No, it probably is, but that's not bettable. I don't think.
well, it's
Why?
not for us.
Yeah.
Well, I think Finau doesn't beat top American.
Why not? He's the best American in the field by a mile.
He is just tough to do. I threw a couple bucks on it.
It is tough to do, but
33-1.
it's not tougher than last week's bet where we
I like.
You can't go
I like-
back to back.
You know what? I think we got to go back to the winning formula, and that's simple. And I like Harv's no ace.
for 200. 200 ain't great though. Give me
not
300,
great.
400, I would have been happy, but
You like triple your money?
I'm going to throw one more out there.
Oh, let's hear it.
Top golfer by category, British golfers. I don't know how you guys
Wallace?
feel decent about Rye, but what about Wallace? He's at plus 320,
what's Rye?
plus 250.
That's a toss up between those two. So what's the point?
Just take the higher odds.
What's
Picking
the
one that
point?
around.
Take the
Well,
higher
the point
one.
is to bet it and make money.
Yes.
I don't mind. I actually like that one.
I can get behind that.
Can you-
Wallace top British.
Can you parlay
Plus
that?
British.
Can
yeah.
you parlay that with no ace?
Ooh, can you
Let
parlay
me-
that with no ace?
I doubt it.
Why not?
I'm in it right now. I can do it.
Are you?
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because there's some things you can't parlay. I don't know
Top
why.
finishes.
That's
It's just their rules, man. We're just
We
living.
know
in
how
it.
sketchy their rules are.
Just hold on.
when's the course opening? Can you? I ask you this every week now, and it's
I don't
just
know.
the funniest answer every
I
time.
hate that it's going to be like May 5th and I'm not even going to be here to golf on the first day.
Is there me in Calgary?
So British.
Well, those courses would be open.
Yep.
Go
Maybe.
play there.
Wallace.
Should, yeah.
Extra.
Get some revenge at that one I played last year where I shot
Hole in one.
39.52 or whatever it was.
Is that when that guy
I don't
kept
think
saying
you
good
can.
putt?
He kept saying yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I putted. The
Can't-
worst part is I 4-putted one hole and he said it on the third putt I hit.
You can't parlay them.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I like Wallace. Plus 320 top British.
Okay.
I
Sure.
mean, I'm going to bring it up when no one makes an ace.
Oh yeah.
Or when someone makes an ace early Thursday morning, we could say, phew.
Yeah,
Was
that'd be
there an
nice.
ace here
If there's
last
going to
year?
be an ace, I want it to be Thursday
I
morning.
tell you what, I was going to ask if there's been an ace here last year, and I knew Harv didn't have that answer, so I didn't bother asking.
Didn't matter. Doesn't matter though.
Did they even play here last year?
Vedanta.
That was first year was last year.
All right.
Okay. Shutter
That's
D.
it. That's it. You guys got anything else? Coop, you ready to get
Okay,
home?
hold
Are
on.
you here next week? No, you're gone, eh?
I'm gone. Hold on.
You're
Tour
gonna-
players record multiple holes in one on the same hole.
Last
Oh,
year.
this was Appa Barnrat and who's the
Yeah,
other
so they
one?
filled their quota last year. They won't get one this year.
But if one hole's playing like super short with a bowl green,
You
That's
guys
exact-
said
and-
that when it was
and
plus
Scott
700 for no
Gutschowski.
ace.
I never said that.
Someone did.
Scott did.
Same hole.
Same hole. I do remember that barn rat.
Yep.
That was early.
Yep.
Yes.
You're gonna call in
Okay,
from
maybe we'll get a
LA?
fifth moment, I guess.
Monday evening, I will be at the Padres game.
Is that a no?
Maybe I'll call you from the stands
Yeah,
We'll
for
see.
picks.
for picks. There we go.
Just you can give us
Watch
your booze
Machado
count.
continue to suck.
Give us the booze count and move on.
Yep. Be perfect.
All right, we'll have
Machado will
fun.
hear the conversation for sure.
He'll definitely hear it with those old satellites on his side of his head. Yeah, we'll have a fun trip, man.
I'll do my best.
Name all the courses you're playing.
right now.
Yeah.
PGA Pete Dye, Mountain Course, the Stadium Course at PGA West, Torrey Pines, Indian Wells, and some place that's right beside where we're staying.
Sounds terrible.
I'm looking
Yep.
forward to the Torrey Pines review.
Me too.
Tips?
Yes.
Tips at all of them?
Tips at the PGA courses, yeah.
What's the tips at Tory? 7,400?
Something like that, yeah.
Fuck, you're dead.
74 and change.
You're
Dead.
toast.
Dead.
What are you going to try to
Dunes
shoot?
is 74.
Yeah.
Play
Place
that place
is
all
easy,
right.
though.
Okay, we'll have
you get
fun.
anywhere there.
Okay, we'll have fun, man.
I will.
We'll see you in 2 weeks to recap all 5 courses.
Deal.
Excited for the
Content.
content. I
There you
almost
go.
couldn't say it.
Over under.
Actually,
is-
you know what? I think I'm
Over
gonna,
under 1 video per course.
instead of having to ask
course.
them to take videos, I'm gonna bring a little mini tripod. Tape myself.
I would love to see a
There
few
you go.
videos.
Yep.
Got it.
We will story
Got it
post them.
cased.
We just need the actual footage
Yep.
to do it.
Yep.
So
We'll get there.
people would be loving that. We're all sitting here excited to play in plus 12 on brown fairways and green greens. You'll be playing.
Shag
Do you wanna
carpet
know?
greens.
Do you want to know the temp for the day that we're playing? The first day,
I hope it's cold.
40 degrees.
Really?
30 we're playing 36 that day.
40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
In
big.
LA?
No, Palm
Oh,
Springs.
yeah.
I was going to say, because it could be some of these,
Yeah. it
the
could
way
be
the
40
weather's going
degrees.
right now, it could
Yeah.
be 5 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius. Well, yeah, we'll have fun, man.
We will.
But until next week, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.